Hi guys, and welcome to part 2 of my digital planning series. Today we are going to talk about downloading and managing our files. So before you start using Digital Planner, you got to figure out how to get it into your app. And then you're going to want to store stuff and store files, so I'll talk you through a little bit about how I do that. So first, let's go back to where we left off our last video. So we were at the screen. We had just downloaded the free digital planner that I had given to you guys. I'll link it again down below in the notes section for this video. But you're going to just tap on that. It's going to open it up, and you are going to do the export button, the square with the arrow up, and you are going to open in GoodNotes. And open. So you can, when you get to the screen, you can either import it into your current document that you have open, or you can import it as a new document. If you want to import it into your current document, you do have some options if you want it to go before or after, or the very last page of your document, and kind of before or after is what current page your document is open to. So I usually always like to import, say I'm downloading stickers, digital stickers, I usually always like to import as a new document. I find it's easier to I'll show you later on, going back and forth between the sticker file and then your digital planner that you're working on. So we'll do import to new document. You can either, the main screen that you'll get before you set up any personalization is just this documents location to store your files. So you can keep it at that and just store everything there, or if you're someone who likes to set up files and folders and organize stuff that way, you can also do that. You can click in this screen, you can click the little folder icon with a plus. You can name your new folder Digital Planners. Done. So now your folder is there. You just have to expand that documents area by pressing the arrow that's pointing to the right, and that'll give you a drop down menu of your folders you can choose from. So we can say we'll store it in the digital planners folder for right now. Import into digital folder, digital planners, and there you go. So before I go into more managing files and GoodNotes, I want to talk a little bit about the file types that you can import into GoodNotes. You can import a bunch of different files. A lot of your digital planner files are most likely going to be in a PDF format, and so you can import PDF files. There are some people that sell digital stickers, and they actually sell it in a GoodNotes zip format. That's where it's pre-cropped for you in GoodNotes, so you can just select the exact sticker that you want and copy and paste it into your digital planner. So you can obviously import GoodNote files into your GoodNotes app. You can also import picture files, so things like a JPEG or PNG. You can also import those into your GoodNotes application for different and various reasons. I'm sure there might be others. Those are the most frequently used file types that I import into my GoodNotes app, and I wanted to give you guys a little summary of those. And so now I want to talk a little bit about two other apps that I use to help store files as well. And then I import files from there into my GoodNotes app. So the first one I want to talk about is one that comes already loaded onto your iPad. It's this blue folder down in my home bar, and that's your file application. I go back here. And so when you're on let's go back here. The main screen, you have on the left-hand side several different locations to choose from. And so the iCloud Drive is where you can store files to be able to access on different devices like your iPhone or your computer. You can also store physically files onto your iPad. I wouldn't suggest doing that because they take up a lot of room and you might slow down your iPad by storing a lot of files onto your physical device that way. So I like to store as many things as I can into the iCloud Drive or the other file or other application that I'll talk about, which is Dropbox. So back to the iCloud Drive, you can store items here into folders or by themselves, just typically like you would do on a computer. In order to get a file into your GoodNotes, what you're going to do, let's go find one here. So we'll just load one of these sticker sheets into our GoodNotes. You're just going to tap the file. I actually tapped and held it. And that does not give you the option. Oh, there's a share option that will take you to the same screen. The other way to get there is just tap it once and then do our export button that we already know. So we look down here and I don't see it there. The other options is to always look up here. If you don't see it there, tap the more, and it might be down here in your suggestions. Copy to GoodNotes, and same screen here that we just talked about. I would import this as a new document. We'll put it in the same folder, and there you go. Your sticker sheet is now imported into your GoodNotes file. The second app, let me go back to the iCloud. You get for your whole iCloud, which if you do use the iPhone to store stuff on iCloud, then that would also take up some space. So keep that in mind. But you get for free, you start off with a total of 5 gigabytes in the iCloud. If you need more, you can pay for more space to use the iCloud. The second application that I want to talk about is Dropbox. And that's this icon here. And so when you were at your home page here, lots of files. Similar type of thing, just maybe looks a little bit different than that file application. So you can store stuff as separate files or in folders, and then to download a document, you're going to tap on that document and hit the 3 dots either there right beside the title or also up here at the top right. And we're going to go to export, and the icon looks the same as we've seen before for the export function. So I don't see it directly in here. Let's scroll over to the right at the top, go to more. So you're like, wait, this first one is GoodNotes. That's actually GoodNotes version 4 that they no longer support. That application is still on my iPad. So we want GoodNotes 5, which has the little squiggly line next to it. Same page. You guys should be pros at this by now. Import as a new document, import to digital planners. And there you go. Your digital planner or whatever file from Dropbox was uploaded. So with Dropbox, you start off with 2 gigabytes of free space for your Dropbox account. There are some people that use Dropbox to store their files or to transfer their files to you if you download from like an Etsy shop or whatnot. So sometimes it's nice just to have that as an option to be able to store files. It also helps increase your iCloud and total storage of files, giving you 2 gigabytes of free data. You can obviously pay for extra storage if you want by paying, I believe it's a monthly subscription fee. The other one that I don't regularly use, but it is an option, is your Google Drive. That one you start off with 15 gigabytes of free space, but that does include things stored in your Gmail as well as if you store photos in your Google account. So yes, it is a lot, but if you have a lot of emails or photos, then you might not actually have a whole lot of space in that Drive application for Google. But that is another option that is out there. I just don't personally use it a whole lot. Okay, the last thing for this video that I wanted to briefly talk about was some file organization in your GoodNotes. document screen. So to get back to your home screen or your main documents, you're going to tap the top left arrow that's pointing to the left, and we were in our folder, so if you hit that documents button, it'll go back to your main document screen. And I'm just kind of going to go over this screen for you. We'll walk through it so it will help give you a better idea of things that you're able to do with your file management. So the first thing we'll start on the left is the new plus button. If you tap that, you can do a whole bunch of different things from this menu. You can create a brand new notebook. So if you just want to make your own notebook really quickly, you can make your own your own GoodNotes notebook. You can choose several different types of paper, size. You can choose paper color by tapping there. Change your paper color. You can choose portrait or layout mode. You could choose a cover, different types of paper, lined, to-do lists, all of these things that you can use when you have the GoodNotes app. So if you just need a quick note or something, you definitely can create your own notebooks as well. The other thing that you can do is create a new folder from this menu. So we can create and title a new folder. Let's do plans, done, and there's our new folder. You can also import from here, so you can import an image from your photos that you have on your device. You can scan documents using the camera on your device. You can take photos with that same camera, or you can import files. And so this will take you to your iCloud drive, or if you hit the back button, you can look at all the different kind of drives on your device. So I can also access my Dropbox or even Google Drive from here if I wanted to. And you can import files from this way as well. You don't have to specifically go into those separate apps. So a little bit of a shortcut as to how to import certain documents into your GoodNotes. So you don't even have to leave GoodNotes. The last thing that you can do is bring up a quick note, so you don't have to mess with picking a paper type or whatnot. You can also get to it by double clicking the plus button twice by double tapping it. But this will just basically bring up a blank page for you. So if you're needing to take a really fast note, you don't want to put it in your planner or whatnot that you already have, you can just quickly jot something down via this quick note system. So then you can organize your files. Along the top here, you'll see this date versus name. You just tap the name and it will organize it alphabetically by your name versus by the date when you imported the document into your GoodNotes. The next button are these 3 lines with 3 dots beside them. So this current view is called the tile view or icon view, where you can see all the icons laid out in this tile arrangement. But if you tap this, it'll show you a list view. And so you can choose to how tap or untap it to go back and forth. The other thing I want to mention, you'll see some of the icons, or all of the icons actually have the ability in this little star that is on the top right. You'll see this one over here has the star is red on the top row. That's to mark your favorites. So if you want to quickly find your favorites, you just tap the little star to make it red. And then down at the bottom here, the far right button says favorites. And you can quickly filter by your favorite documents. To go back to that home screen, you just hit that documents button. The next things, so moving a file into one of the folders that you just created. So top right, there's the check mark with the little circle. We're going to tap that. That allows you to select different items. So I want to say, I'll tap on these 2 and I'm going to move them into my plans folder. So I've selected those 2 and I'm going to hit the button that says move. And I want to put them in the plans folder, so I'm going to tap on that plans folder and hit move. And so now you got to get out of this selection mode, just hit done. That's also a way of how you can delete items. There was a trash button option up there if you want to delete multiple at once. let's go into our plans, and there they are inside of our folder. Let's see, down at the bottom here, the Documents button will take you back to this home page. You can search your documents for several different things by using that search function. And this function is really cool. If it can read your handwriting, it can even search your notes for your handwriting. So if you have something specific that you want to look up, it will go and find all of the things that have that word or phrase or whatnot in it. And then it will take you directly to that document and that page, and it highlights the word for you that you typed into search. So pretty powerful, and especially that it's searching your handwritten notes, which is pretty cool. There it was, fit. So to get out of this, just hit cancel, and Documents take you back to the home page, and we already showed you the favorites button. So that's just a brief, I guess not so brief, but that was just an overview of downloading, importing files into your GoodNotes app, and then a few of the other applications that you can use to do that, as well as how to organize your notes and your files within your GoodNotes application. So stay tuned for part 3. In part 3, we will talk about the basics of GoodNotes 5, and I will walk you through several of the basic tools that you will be using for digital planning. Have a good one.